Hey guys, how's it going? So something came up and I thought I'd talk about it. So people were telling me, what about the whole situation with COVID-19 and how sales of the MJ space spiked up like crazy and people were buying a lot of product. Yes, this is true. This is something that I have not something that I didn't put into the video. And I guess it could be a very positive thing for Aphria stock, but I don't know. It's just, I think that there's also a possibility that Aphria market share could be stolen from other players in the market through value brands. But that's my opinion, and maybe that will happen. So David George Koch, if I apologize if I butchered that name, but he updates people on like once every couple months on this subject regarding how many sales are. But he should be updating us very soon for the month of May, very very soon here, because this one was updated on June 19, 2020. So we can kind of see into what Aphria's earnings should be like, and just according to this, Aphria should have a better earnings report because the month of December, January, February, they were doing roughly $150 million per month. And the month of March, April, and my assumption in May is going to be roughly $180 million. So each month. So in theory, the next 3 months is an extra $90 million over the last quarter. So maybe Aphria did win some more market share, or they at least maintained their market share, and they benefit a little bit from that $90 million increase in value. I think the one company I think that really benefit the most from the $90 million increase in value is probably Aurora. Why? Because if you look on the online store, Aurora's gummies are sold out right now. They're sold out. They're in high demand. And then they also have the added value product that they added in the month of March, April, and May, which was the what's that thing called again? Daily special. So I think Aurora is taking a big chunk of that extra $90 million of revenue increase from the 3 months combined. At least that's what I think May is going to be. Could be wrong. May could be like a 170 or 150. We don't know for sure. We'll find out when David updates us. So, and this should be fairly soon, I hope. But anyways, so there's a few concerns I have because I'm not, so I'm not a shareholder of Aphria, and and I don't plan to buy any, but I'm just saying that just be warned. There could be a possibility that Aphria won't do well and the stock will crash, especially since the stock price has risen so much lately. So if any kind of negativity comes out of Aphria's earnings report, it could crash. But this is what concerns me. So this is Valens. They're like an oil producing company. They produce oils. As you can see, for ending the month of May 31st, 2020, their revenue decreased by almost 50%, and then the gross profits decreased by 15%, but the biomass extract increased by 10K, yet their revenue decreased. So I'm just wondering, like what happened if that the same thing happened to Aphria? Like what happened? Like, I'm not saying it did happen, but you have to put that scenario into effect, that Aphria could have gotten some market share taken from them and they could report a bad number. Now let's look at another example of Organigram. Just recently they laid off 220 employees, and they delayed the earnings report to April 21st, I believe. July 21st. July 21st, 2020. They delayed the earnings to July 21st, which is next week. And Aphria hasn't even announced an earnings report yet. And if Organigram was doing so well and didn't get their market share taken from them, they wouldn't have to reduce their capacity and lay off 220 people, which is 25% of their workforce, which is quite a bit. So obviously Organigram's not doing well. Aphria might be doing better than Organigram, but this is right here is a warning sign in my opinion that because Organigram is not gaining market share and they had to lay off people, it's not a good sign. And then if we look at Aphria, okay, Aphria, they haven't even announced earnings yet. And if we look at the earnings report from last time, which was, well, a lot of people praised it, but it popped the stock for like temporary, but then it pulled back. So what happened? They reported on April 14th. So April 14th, the stock ran up a day, and then it pulled back. In a week, it pulled back to around $4.63 and was volatile. And then in May 13th, it pulled all the way back to $4.20, popped like crazy, pulled back, and now it's popping again on decent volume. So I don't know, but Aphria could keep going up. It could keep running. It could keep going up, especially if the earnings are really good. If the earnings are not good, I would be very bullish on Aurora because somebody is stealing that $90 million of extra revenue that is coming out for the next 3 months. Well, Aurora's already seen March, but April, May, and June will show indication of how well Aurora does. But at the moment, Organigram is the one to pay attention to. If Organigram's earnings are bad, I would be a little bit concerned because they're the one who say that, oh, we have awesome gross margins. Our cost to produce is like 63 cents or something like that. So they promote very, very low cost production, and yet now they're laying off 220 workers. Aphria didn't, because Aphria has a lot of cash, and they have better products. They have better dry bud than Organigram, in my opinion. But some people might argue that Organigram's products are better. I don't know at the end of the day. I've never liked Organigram's products. I do like Aphria, especially Broken Coast. Broken Coast is my favorite brand in the market. So simply because of cost, Whistler is about similar to Broken Coast in my opinion, but Broken Coast is cheaper. So I like Broken Coast more. Anyway, so I'm just saying that I don't know, like you can't know for sure what Aphria stock's gonna do, but I do hope it goes up for everyone. Like I do hope Aphria does awesome and Aphria stock keeps going up, but that might not be the scenario. We'll see what happens. Right now is looking positive because of David giving us those numbers. It shows that Aphria should, at least if they can maintain their market share, they should do pretty decently next quarter, but we will see. And then remember GameStop, I told you guys that was going to go under $4, and now it's at $3.96. I think it's going to reach back to $2.80. At $2.80, you could gamble on it for it to spike up, because shorts will cover it for some profit, and that could cause a short squeeze to the upside, like right here. That could be a nice return on investment, but not financial advice, and we'll see what happens. Solo, this, I don't know. I think that if they can succeed, this company could be worth so much money. The Yahoo gives it a price target of $7.77. If they can partner up with the right partners. They can also, I don't know. I like this company because it has so much potential, but it does have risk. I mean, what happens if people don't want to buy the cars? I think what they did was kind of smart, because on October 29th, 2018, they announced that they had 23,000 pre-orders. That means that they're doing the marketing years in advance before they actually release a solo vehicle to the public, while they were working on the production of the Solo. And so I'm saying that there are people out there that are interested in the Solo, or else they wouldn't get 23,000 pre-orders. And then on top of that, they're smart, because they've been doing marketing way before they actually make the vehicle, which is, I think, a smarter strategy overall, because it guarantees sales as soon as you launch, and you don't have to wait. And right now it is 2 years, almost 2 years after. So my assumption is their pre-order numbers have gone way above 23, and it could be sitting near 50,000 pre-orders. Yeah, some people might cancel their pre-orders because they've been waiting forever, and they're like, oh, you know what, I changed my mind, I don't want a Solo anymore, and they cancel their pre-order. That is a big possibility. Only time will tell if that is the scenario. So yeah, and then some people argue that $18,000 is also expensive, which it is true. It is kind of expensive for a one-seater vehicle, and I will get into that video later. But over time, if they keep manufacturing it and getting better at production, we could see a huge reduce in price target. Maybe when the US operations happen, they can reduce the price dramatically, simply because there's a big tariff whenever you ship from China to the United States. And that tariff is probably, causing them to go way over their price target of $15,500. But if they can get the cost down to, if they can make a vehicle in the $10,000 range, I think they would sell very well. But they need to improve their production to the point where they can afford to sell $10,000 vehicles. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Anyways, I just think this company has potential, and I'm bullish on it, but I could be wrong. I can't think, if the stock price goes back to $2, there's an opportunity, unless the stock market crashes, which will bring it to $1, because if we look throughout history, the stock has always been, at around $2. It's always been around $2. It popped here and was at $4, and then it traded down to $2, and then it was just kind of stuck in the $2 range for a while. It dipped all the way down to $1 when the market crashed, but it eventually recovered, and now it's pushed up to, almost $6, pulled back to $3.36. But I don't know where it'll go from this point on, but I'm hoping for big news, and I'm hoping for the stock price to pop back up. That's just, my hope. Virgin Galactic, my gut feeling tells me that this stock is going to hit $30 next week, but I could be wrong, and this thing could pull back. The one thing I do like, and that which could happen pretty big, is the short squeeze. If we look from May 29, 2020 to now, they covered literally they bought 15 more million shares of short position. So if the stock price keeps going up and shorts get worried and panic, there could be a short squeeze, and the stock price can go way above $30, and we can see this thing go back to $40 in a couple weeks, or even by next week. By the end of next week, we can see this thing sitting at $40, because when stocks go up, they can go up very fast, and then once they are up, that's when they pull back, and that's finding the top, selling it, you can make so much money. But if you want to be a long-term investor and you believe that this thing is going to $100, you can do that. That's your choice. But my choice is, I think if this thing goes to $30, I'm gonna definitely take some profit. And if this thing goes to $40, I'm probably gonna sell it completely. So, you know, that's my plan. I'm not planning to hold this long term, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But for the short term, I think this thing's going up to $30. I think this stock deserves at least a $10 billion market cap. But we'll see what happens. Yeah. So, anyways, Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, and DraftKings, you know, $12 billion market cap. I think Space deserves a market cap close to DraftKings, in my opinion. Anyways, that's it for my video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.